You know, watching and listening to the Sons of Meyiwa trial, you will get mad. You will literally get sick. You will literally, you can be admitted. I mean, today, our honorable judge see it fit to tell us about the study leaves of Brigadier Gininda. Guys, I was furious. I don't wanna lie. I was gonna come and do a video about it. I was definitely gonna come and do a video about it. Thanks God, Advocate Mnisi stood up. Thanks God, Advocate Mshololo stood up. And thanks God, Advocate Mgomezulu. But I'm gonna highlight on two people, Advocate Mnisi and Advocate Mnisi and Advocate Mshololo. For me, they sum it up very nicely. But this is where it began. It began by Advocate Mgomezulu. Let's listen to Advocate Mgomezulu here.
Before the witness can be led by the state, I would like to request the basis for introducing this evidence before this court, and which kind of evidence is it supporting? Because in my true recollection, I don't remember any witness talking about the registration numbers of this vehicle. Moreover, my lord, this motor vehicle is alleged to have been driven by Longwetwala, and why it is the prerogative of the state, of course, not to call him. But what are the intentions of the state to lead evidence that relates to Longwetwala? The state has clearly stated that they are not going to call Longwetwala. And this witness cannot prove, in terms of the location of the vehicle, we are not sure about the registration numbers of that motor vehicle.
Is that all?
Why Longwetwala is not called? The state does not want to advance genuine reasons as to why they are not calling Longwetwala, being the driver of that vehicle on that particular day. The basis for this objection is that in relation to the movement of this vehicle, it amounts to hearsay, and that the evidence that will be elicited by this lady, especially that it deals with the registration numbers of the vehicle, we are not sure whether that vehicle was the one that Longwe was driving on that particular day.
I don't know.
I'm addressing the court so that I'll put it on record.
Okay, now, right from Advocate Mgomezulu, now we are going somewhere. I was very pleased. I do not want to lie. I was very, very, very pleased with the way Advocate Mgomezulu, Advocate Mshololo, Advocate Mnisi handled this matter. I was wondering, how unfair is this? But for the judge to even think that it is a prudent thing to give this man a study leave of almost a month, to even think about it, it is traumatizing. Consider the fact that the things, I was going to raise the things that were raised by Advocate Mgomezulu. And when he did so, I was like, yes, thank you. So we will listen to Advocate Mnisi. In fact, not Advocate Mgomezulu. I was going to raise the things that were raised by Advocate Mnisi. We're going to listen to Mnisi. Before we can do so, please, guys, we don't need to talk about how Advocate Baloyi has been babysitted in court. We have never seen leniency towards the defense. We have never seen leniency towards the witnesses that would have been brought by the witnesses that would have been brought by the defense. but we have seen leniency towards the state and its witnesses. I would also like you to be lenient and do this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so let's then proceed. Now I want to play you the video ga advocate. I'm gonna give you the video ga advocate Mnisi. He summed it very nicely, you know, well packaged. Well, you know, he summed it nicely. You don't think about us. You don't care about us. All you care about is the state and its witnesses. Yet you want to call it a fair trial. How fair is fair? How fair is this trial when, because according to me, everybody is supposed to be treated equally. And that is when we can assume that now they are enjoying same privilege. But well done to Advocate Mnisi, because when he stood up, and this is what he said.
Because if I start to talk and then the court start to say no, I'm getting disturbed and discouraged. I don't know whether what I'm saying makes sense or not. Because if it doesn't make sense, I don't want to waste the court's time. But basically what I'm saying, my lord, is Mr. Gininda knew what he was getting himself to when he decided to go and apply for studies. He knew that he's in a public service. He's a policeman. He knew that there will be instances where he will have to go and write his examination. And the protocol in a public service, a person that is writing examination, my lord, is only is given a day or two to go and prepare his studies, on the understanding that throughout the year he has been preparing for his studies. It is for the first time that I will hear that a person is given almost a month to go write his studies to go and write his examination and be absent from work. Basically what is happening with Mr. Gininda is requesting that he should be absent from work. I'm not so sure whether there's an application for a leave of absence that has been lodged with his employer, which is South African Police Services, or he only has got to be absent from court here for purposes of his evidence. I'm not so sure that if that is the case. But nonetheless, my lord, it is not only about Mr. Gininda, it's also about us as well. The court will also understand that we are running private practices. We have been requested on a number of occasions to postpone our cases that we have been involved, or that we are involved in other cases. We have been requested on a number of occasions, my lord, that we should no longer take other cases that are going to have an effect in this matter. And we have done that. Now, if we are told that we have got to wait, and I've done that. There are cases that I was supposed to be receiving, and I've told attorneys that I am still using that case.
Okay, and from there, you then had Advocate Sholo standing up, and you know, she summarized it very nicely, and even the judge, he realized that, you know what, I'm not going to be able to defeat this argument. I am not going to be able to defeat this argument because they are advancing serious arguments here. How am I going to stand against these people? It was very difficult. I mean, I'm troubled by the fact that the prosecution team, Advocate Advocate Baloy, the idea of even thinking that time, man, because it is Brigadier Gininda, he must be afforded special treatment that was never given to anybody, but he's gonna be the first to enjoy that. It troubles me. We're gonna listen to Advocate Mshololo, but it troubles me that these people will go to that extent. The reason I'm troubled by that, it is simply because, and pay attention and bear with me here, there's something that I want to show you. I'm troubled by this because there's something that these people wanted to do with this time. It has got nothing to do with studying, but I'm telling you, these people, there's something that these people wanted to do with this time. Really, guys, it has got nothing to do with studying. And I repeat, there's something that these people wanted to do with this time. It has zero to do with this thing of studying. Zero. I'm telling you now, I repeat, it has nothing to do with studying. It has zero to do. There's something that they were up to. But Mshololo had this to say.
It will be unfair, my lord, to excuse this witness for the entire duration of 14 October to 25 November. Because that will mean that the witness will be excused even on the days when he will not be sitting writing down the examinations. And that will be contrary to the study leave that has been approved by the SAPS, because he has not been granted leave from 14 October to 25 November. And therefore, he is not entitled not to come and testify in this court when he is not on leave. He is only entitled to not to be in court on the dates when he is on study leave. Those are my submissions, my lord, that this will also cause a delay in the finalization of this case. Also, my lord, I would also like to add and put to the attention of the court that we have been informed of our judge president's intention that he intends this matter not to be delayed. We have been instructed as defense counsels to take away our work. I have an order of course against me when I was not in the court where I should be, and I had to attend this court and the order was granted against me. My lord, therefore it is my submission that it should not be whether Gininda feels he will be able to attend or not. It should be the order of the court that Gininda comes and testifies on the days when he is not on study leave. That's my submission, my lord. That will be the fairness that will be done in this court. Above that, my lord, Gininda is the investigating officer in this case. He knew long time ago that he was going to come and testify. He knew that his examinations were set down for November. He ought to have indicated to the state and requested to come and testify before the term of his examination comes. He decided to stay and let other witnesses testify.
Now, after Advocate Mshololo has done what she has done, the damage that she also, putting a wound putting a salt in a wound, they were left with nothing but, I'm still thinking, I'm still puzzled by the approach, by how the case is handled. I'm gonna ask myself a few questions that I'm definitely not gonna get answers. And one of those questions is, how is what is JP saying? Because the JP is always concerned when the defense is dragging their feet or they are asking for postponement and adjournment and blah blah blah. The JP. So, what is the JP saying about this? I'm keen because we don't hear anything about the JP. So do you mean that the JP is in favor of what is happening? Maybe that's what sometimes we are not paying attention to. Could it be that the JP himself is happy with everything? Therefore, he agrees with about Gininda and the case about Gininda and everything. Because, I mean, otherwise, then it's a matter of misrepresentation. We need to understand that. I mean, we don't hear anything about the JP complaining and blah blah blah, as long as it is the state. The JP, no. The JP is not complaining, but let it be the defense. The JP that this, the JP that, the JP this, the JP that. Imagine, like, in your wildest dream, you're getting a full month. Take us a church cock. Yazin. I value. But to come back, I think this is too much. For me, I think this is too much.